Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, the world champ himself, one of the best ARs to ever do a mustache, looking absolutely phenomenal. Give it up for Sam LaRue, Octane. Then we got the other multi-champion, the world champ himself, some of the best analysis of the game. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, Parasite. And then, of course, we got the multi-world champion, the multi-champion, the legend, the icon to the Call of Duty scene. Give it up for Patrick Price, a.k.a. Aches. And then we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank. Give it up for Benjay Nassim. Gentlemen, how we feeling? Some 4 matches today, quick matches today. Pat, you prayed to the COD gods. And you prayed and you shall receive. We had 3 3-0s today, Pat. 3 of them. Wait, it was 3 of them, right? Wait,
was it 3? Yeah. One I didn't. One I expected to go the other way, and the other Sam's team let me down pretty bad. But
Sam's team let me down pretty bad too.
It's all right. But yeah, thank God these teams are listening. Tom, we're getting to that point in the season, and they're cleaning up the streets. They're getting it done quick, and I like it.
Yep.
Can I ask a question? How did we not go to Sam first in the how you're doing thing, considering he just came back from vacation? Like, how are we not asking?
All right,
Oh my God, Ben's already on
I'll
dick.
do with that. Yo, Sam, how are you
Hey,
doing? What
man.
happened?
It
These are your
was-
boys, dude. Like, what happened? No, I'm kidding.
Dude, vacation was great, guys. Thank you for asking, man. It was nice to get away from you morons.
Ben, how you doing, Benjay?
Good. I was at the Memorial Golf Tournament today, so I watched a lot of golf, and then left. I missed the first series, so I don't have much to say about whatever the hell happened with Boston. But I watched the other couple of series, one of which I watched chilling by the pool today too. So just trying to get some good touching grass, some outdoor vibes. And yeah, it should be some interesting stuff to discuss today.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, some interesting stuff. We'll get there. Chris, how you feeling? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Honestly, I'm pretty happy because the heartbreak stopped for the Ravens today. I love those guys and I love Clay, and seeing them pretty much go to another map 5 and thinking they were going to lose again, I was pretty upset. But then I finished the game. I was playing X Defiant. I looked away and then they won. I was like, oh my God, thank God.
Yeah. It was things were definitely moving today quicker than usual. We'll go over all the matches. We'll give our thoughts. I also got a cool little game for us to play after we go over the matches, and of course we got community questions. A lot of people coming in with some good questions here, so we'll answer some of those as well. Chandler, when you get the chance too, Chandler, if you're listening, check your DMs for a second. This little mini game is backwards. I don't know if there's a way to change that, so just a little heads up there. We might need to flip the switch there. But let's go into the first series of the day. We don't got to waste any time. Give you guys a recap kind of what happened, give our thoughts, and keep it pushing. Let's switch on over. First series of the day, we got the Boston Breach going up against the Seattle Surge. This one ended in a 3-0 victory for Seattle. Boston, they continue the struggle. They have had 50 points for months. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. Got a couple players negative here for Boston. Beans, doing what he can here with 13,000 damage. It looks like Beans was the only one shooting back in the damage department here today. Scroll down, you see MVP of the series, Hook. He had an absolute masterclass today. He looked phenomenal. I think Hook in Seattle in general have just looked a lot better, and I think if Hook can keep on this pace, it'll be good. But I mean, clearly they didn't have very good competition today here, guys. Sam, I'll let you kick it off. Sam, you've been a guy. You left us, Sam. You left us for a week. You left me here with Benjay during the watch parties. So you're gonna go first, Sam. What did you think, Sam? What did you think?
Well, I left after Boston made their roster change, so I had no idea what to expect, and it's the same team, but they got worse at hardpoint, so that's great. I think what did the broadcast say today? Their last match win was like St. Patrick's Day in March or some shit like that. So, this team is still horrific. The Major Maniac pickup sucked. Preston on a sub sucks. Team's still horrible, and Seattle looked good. We put them in what? We were like the only. They were like the only B tier team when we did our tier list, right?
They were. We had Seattle
We had them up there, so
Yeah.
We had Seattle
good to see
up
them
there.
not fall off immediately.
Yeah, no, I know we've gone through a lot of top 5 teams, but Seattle's definitely looked really good.
Oh yeah, and Boston outslayed and lost by 100.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
they outslayed in the map 1 and lost by 100 points, and I think that just pretty much tells us everything we need to know with this roster. I don't even know if at this point if these guys are even playing for the win. At this point, they're probably playing to save themselves, right?
There's nothing to save.
I mean, there's nothing to save. Like again, EWC, and we talked about it on previous shows. Tom, can you fix my camera real quick? By the way, it's like a little bit of a gap.
No problem, Benji. I'm sorry about that.
But But like EWC and what might be a weird off season, maybe add some more complications to Boston's ability to make roster changes or something. But I don't know. Like they're not going to make champs. Like they're playing for pride. They're playing, I assume, not to have the fucking loss record. Oh wait, they play fucking FaZe next match. Good luck with that. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's fun
by save themselves, I mean, play good and make sure you have a contract going into next year. I mean, that's kind of where I was going with it. If you could be a good teammate and play well, right? Like somebody like Beans who's been playing really good, he probably wants to get another contract next year, right? Like you don't just want to go out and get shit on completely. Like individually, you still want to play well. And I think that's what I think now. This is just that point of the season where Boston's at. Like they're probably at that stage where, they just want to play good individually. Like the wins don't even matter anymore. I mean, there's no way they make champs at this point. I mean, they still have 50 points. They're way too far behind. It's chalked. It's completely chalked. Duarte, what did you think of the series? Seattle Surge, they take care of business today, 3-0 versus the Boston Breach.
Yeah, Seattle continue to impress, man. I mean, Hook's been playing. He played really good this series, but Abuza continues to play pretty well. 04's played really good for this team, played really good versus New York. Brezzy's actually stepped up a lot, too, for the most part in all their series. He was kind of the main person I was worried about coming back home from the major because I didn't really know if the rest of the team was going to be able to keep form, if he could literally continue to play as bad as he has, but he's played better. As for Boston, bro, these guys just suck. Beans still, like, I still say justice for Beans. I think that guy could actually be good if he played on a better team. Major Maniac, yeah, not playing well. Feel bad for him because he's just coming in torching his stock. Priest has been.
I don't feel bad for him at all. He chose to do it.
Yeah, I know, but I, mean,
I don't feel bad for him at all.
Most people are gonna try to go out there and do something, especially if they're getting paid. You
Bro,
never know
he literally
situations.
tweeted fucking, what was it? I know the situation I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, that was
like,
insane.
bro, he knew exactly what he was doing.
That's
This is
a
his
crazy
decision.
tweet.
People just tweet that
That's a
shit, bro.
crazy
Like,
tweet.
He knew what he
people
was
just be
doing.
tweeting shit. Regardless,
I ain't feeling bad.
Regardless, yeah, Priest has just been not very good this year. I kind of feel bad for him, just because of the whole New
You gotta
York thing
stop
that
feeling
happened.
bad for people.
I feel bad for Preston.
If
I
you're
think
ass,
he's
your ass, bro. Like,
I don't think he's this
feeling
bad. Anyways, yeah, they're cooked, bro.
I feel bad for him more just in the sense of like where the organization kind of went from the start of the year to like where it is now. It's kind of the team was all over the place this year. And it seemed like when they were making decisions with the roster, like a lot of them were just kind of just like, it almost seemed like they were making them too fast. Like they were just waking up one day, throwing darts at a dartboard and just calling it
Some
a day.
Cold War JCap shit.
Tom,
Yeah.
would you say the same thing about last year as well with them?
What, throwing darts at a dartboard?
Yeah.
What happened last year? Reminisce.
They
Let's
made a gazillion roster changes to their team. Sub players getting rotated in and out and back in. They brought Snoopy in before champs. They switched like ARs. Like obviously the Zen situation. Like,
yeah,
didn't help.
I mean, listen, and then it would be the other way around too, right? If they weren't making any changes and getting shit on all the time, I'd be like, why aren't they making changes? Right? I don't mind them making changes. It's just the way they were going about those changes that I think a lot of us just had a problem with. And clearly, the changes they've made have just not been good. I mean, these guys have been struggling. But Pat, anything you want to say on the series? Anything you want to say for Seattle and Boston?
Guys are dog shit, Tom. I don't feel bad for any of them. This roster should have never happened. Major Maniac had no place coming into this team. They should have made other moves earlier on. And Surge looked pretty good.
Yeah, Surge look pretty good. I think. What do you guys think with Seattle Surge? Do you think they can keep up this pace and really compete here towards the end of the year, or what?
They're not. We highlighted this problem yesterday. Like they have some obvious weaknesses in their map pool. It's gonna make it very difficult for them to win against a top team in 4 maps, 3 maps, or even win a game 5. So I think they're the better of the rest team. I feel pretty good about them. Like maybe giving a really good battle at this major and at champs, and like getting a really solid top 6 placing that I think would be very respectable for them, and then build on that going to next season. But like, I would say for Seattle, I think the obvious thing that they need to figure out is I think Brezzy's like the weak link on the team. I don't know if you guys feel the same way. He obviously, I didn't really watch the series. You guys tell me if he played good or not, but the last couple of series, he's been a little bit iffy. Like, I'm curious long term what they want to do about that. They want to run this trio back if they get top 6. Like, are they going to try and do a version?
I think he's
without
been
Brezzy?
pretty good. I think he's been all right for these guys. I mean, I'm not going to go on a limb and say he's been the superstar for these guys. I think definitely Abuza's been that guy for them. Hook's been up and down. He's been inconsistent, right? Hook and Brezzy, I feel like you could kind of say the same thing with them. 04 has been stepping up. Granted, he had 0.79 today, but I mean, 04 has definitely been stepping up too. I don't think it's been all too bad. Do you guys think Brezzy's a weak link for Seattle? And do you see these guys making a run? Chris, Pat, what do you guys think?
I would say that he is a weak link, but like
He might bring other intangibles to the team.
But he's but I don't think he's like bad, like to the point where it's like, oh, drop him, make an upgrade. I think he's been fine. Obviously they value him on the roster. He was just my concern going into the split, but he's been better, so I can't complain. I don't think this team, when they do lose series, is because of any one specific player. I think they have a good system in terms of how they want to play the game and how they execute it.
Yeah.
Whenever they lose a series, it just feels like they're all getting shit on, and it's not like a one-person thing. So, I mean, I think these guys are in like the perfect spot for them, where they're just like focusing on themselves. Like they're going to obviously come out as the best of the rest, as Ben said, and then maybe make a run, maybe make an upset here at Champs. But I mean, I think that's kind of what everybody's praying for at this point.
Yeah.
Wait, Kyler had a 1-6 today?
He played insane.
Yeah, he had an insane control. He started like 15-3.
Like, was it like
all
all three maps or
all
just
three.
the
He had
third
a
map?
1.37, 26-19 in the hard point. He went 11-8 in the S&D, and he went 32-16 in the control. He had a masterclass today.
Respectable out of Kyler.
He
Holy
played
shit.
great today. He played insane. And I think if Kyler can just stay consistent with this now, I mean, this team, if Kyler consistently can play like this, back to, we know Kyler, we know a level that he can get to. I think this team can really turn some heads, man, at the next major. I think they can.
The problem, Tom, is he has a tough time doing this at LAN. Like,
I agree. I think
couple of years.
I think that's why I said if he is able to turn things around and be more consistent, I can see them like that's the main thing with these guys. Like it's just consistency. But Pat, what about you? Seattle Surge. What do you think? You see them making a run? You like this team on paper? You agree with the Brezzy take? Where's your head at here, Pat?
I see him getting 5th, 6th for sure.
At Champs or Major 4?
At both. I think they could get 5th, 6th at both. I think that's their ceiling, though. I don't see them going any higher than that. My long-term thing, I don't think they should stick with Brezzy. I think they should keep Abuza and Kyler. Debate on 04. I know he's good at S&D, but he's also been pretty inconsistent in my opinion. But how he plays the next 2 events, but I'm out on Brezzy personally.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens moving forward with the Seattle Surge. They've obviously been playing a lot better, so congratulations to them on a big win today. Boston, they continue to struggle. They get 3-0'd. I mean, to be honest, none of the maps were close. 100 points in the hard point, 6-3 in the S&D. And then Invasion Control was 5 defensive rounds in a row. So one of the most boring series you're ever going to watch here this year, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
One more thing, Tom. Seattle's next match against a team we're probably about to talk about next, the Vegas Legion. That one's going to be like pretty spicy.
That's going to be a banger.
Yeah.
That's going to be a banger for sure. Obviously, Vegas has really stepped up their game. That's the next team on the list here. Let's swap on over to the next series of the day. We have the New York Subliners going up against the Vegas Legion. A lot of people have been saying New York has been that 4th best team, right? They're the top 4, but when it comes to Toronto, New York, and Toronto Optic and FaZe, it just seems like they were just kind of edged out a little bit. But now Vegas, not only did they take down Optic last week, but now they take down New York today. And today they did it with a 3-0 fashion, and it was pretty comfortable for Vegas as well.
This was not a close series.
It was not close at all. Vegas slammed. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. I did not expect a fat red carpet there from the New York Subliners. That is 3.8 and 1.76, almost 2.7s in there. Clearly, New York Subliners were not shooting their guns today. We'll go from the bottom up. Pat, what are your thoughts on the series? New York, they get 3-0 here today. Dylan Attach, MVP of the series. Played great today. What do you think, Pat?
I mean, I don't know, Tom. I don't know how they won. They smoked them. Again, this goes back to that conversation we were having last night. Why is New York able to like fry against these teams they have grudge matches with, but against like regular old team like Las Vegas, they just look like a completely different team?
Sib didn't listen to you yesterday, Pat. He didn't listen. What did we say?
Tom, they usually don't.
He's got to
What'd you say
find.
yesterday?
He basically said that he's got to find a way to like, cause you know how Sib and 04 have that beef, right? Like going into the match,
Yeah, he needs to like find a way to get into it.
yeah, he needs to get into that mindset. He needs to get into that mind. But go ahead, Pat. What were you gonna say? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
I mean, again, another stinker out of Kismet as well. Like, I just this whole team up and down for me is weird. Like, I don't know if they can find that footing, because to me that they're just gonna kind of cruise by the rest of the year, and I think they'll on land at least they'll be top 4 again. But my thing is, until this team can all 4 put together the talent that they have in one particular game or on one particular day, they just don't stand a chance at breaking the top 3. It's kind of how I see it. So I think that one of these days like this where they got smoked by Vegas is kind of a testament to that. And it's surprising, but not at the same time. It's kind of how I feel.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the
Gio
series?
played well. Gio played extremely well. I wanted to add that because I called him out after he like looked good in part of this Vegas run and then fell off and then looked good. So it's nice to see him bounce back and have a good stage. And I think, this at least to me should shut up all those like bring back Purge morons that there were before. Because Purge was not ever saving this team.
Well, I think Johnny didn't really have a chance. Johnny joined the team right before the major. They had no reps at all. Went into the major, lost, came back home, and they got to work. They didn't really have a lot of time with Johnny, to be fair. And from what I've heard and from what I've seen, Johnny has been the player they've been looking for. They need somebody who can hit gaps, hit routes, and play aggressive, but at the same time get kills. Right? It's been a problem for that player for Vegas, like that fourth player just being able to get kills. And Johnny's been doing a great job laying down that damage and getting some kills. So Johnny's starting to get really comfortable with these guys. Chris, what do you think of the series, man? New York got 3-0 today. Was definitely thought it was going to be a closer series than this. Where's your head at?
You guys have touched on pretty much every single topic that there is to take about New York or Vegas in this one conversation. So I'm going to bring up a different one. I don't know if you guys saw the tweets, but Dashy was throwing subliminals about basically playing on a Virginia server and basically saying that they are getting a server that is super favorable to them, obviously with the ping compensation and all that stuff that they do. I think a lot of people are kind of just having this impression that potentially Vegas is onliners. Obviously, the league has done a pretty good job of like minimizing advantages people get online for the most part, but that's just something that I've noticed that at least Dashy and they were throwing subliminals at.
Well, let's do this, Chris. I brought Gio in. Gio, how you doing, brother?
What's
I'm
up,
doing
Gio?
good. How about you, boys?
What's good,
Doing
Gio?
great.
Good.
I want to bring you right into this conversation because obviously this Virginia server thing. Like, do you think that's a factor in the series, or do you guys feel like in both this and the Optic series, you guys were just a better team and executed your tactics?
I mean, I don't think there's really like any real like ping diff. I mean, for the most part, pings are pretty like fair. Like I'm like the highest ping in the lobby for the most part. I just think we're just playing really well as a team, and that's like how we're winning.
Yeah, what were the pings like? So, like, where were you guys playing? Is that like a federal question? Like, can we ask like what server they were on? Like, is that a bad question or no? Because I don't know. So,
That's a fine question. We've done it plenty of times on the show.
yeah, like, what server are you guys on? Like, why are the servers like so much of a problem right now? Like, why are people bitching? Like, what's going on here with the servers? Like, what server did you guys play on today? And like, what was everybody pinging?
I mean, the whole lobby's on 30, like 33. The highest in the lobby is like 35.
Okay, so it seemed fair, right? If everybody's on 30 to 35, I mean, that's probably as fair as you're gonna get, no?
Yeah, but it's like I'm not taking sides here in terms of like how people like are approaching the situation. But a lot of the sentiment with the pros is that the ping like tool that they use to like up people's ping is complete bullshit. Basically,
Yeah, but it's the opposite direction though. Like, why would they? It's a Virginia server. Dallas to Virginia, like backbone. There's not that many hubs.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get it. It's more so like the teams that they've beat are essentially like Dallas Station teams, and they're basically like Optic and now who is it? New York. They're kind of just calling the ping cheese, or basically just trying to say they're onliners. I mean, like
you guys are former pros, bro. They got New York got 3-0 in the series.
Nah, it wasn't even fucking close.
Gio, your team made a comeback in map 1. Like the server is not why you guys won today. Does everybody agree?
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think it's the server.
Completely agree. I mean, the server talk is from other shit that's going on, right? Tweets, noise, people talking about it on the internet. I mean, that's just other people talking.
I think it's just the way that they won the series, though, is like why everyone's bringing it up. Because they outside Optic by like what 60, and then outside New York today by like 45. So people are saying just like the way that they're. It's not that they're winning the series; it's the way that they're winning the series is like where people are getting angry from, which is insane.
Like, bro, they're just winning their ones, bro. Like they're like they're jokes.
Well, Gio, where are you guys playing from? Because you guys aren't together, right?
Nah.
So where are you guys at?
I mean, Attach is Dallas. I'm Mass. Johnny's Jersey, and then EK is Ohio.
Okay. So that's why they're bitching about the Virginia server then.
Yeah, but that's not even that bad, bro.
It's not
That's
that. It's
not
truthfully
that
not
bad.
that bad, bro. They're just. I guarantee you, it's more like them playing, like them being Optic in New York, just playing more relaxed. They're at the end of the online bullshit. Every one of these top 4 teams hate playing online Call of Duty, and Vegas beat the shit out of both of them. And they probably like they're just over online COD. They just caught them slipping and beat the fuck out of them, bro. Like there could be some ping cheese in there or like certain ones, but it's not to the degree where they're only losing because of the server.
Well, let
That's
me
just
ask this.
stupid.
Let me ask this question to Gio. Like, how have you felt practice has gone this week? Do you think these results that you've gotten against top teams reflect the quality and the results you got in practice this week and the week prior?
Yeah, I mean, practice has been going really well. We've been frying in practice. We've been doing really well in practice, and it's like showing these matches. To be honest.
You've been like winning series against
Yeah.
the top teams in this practice, and that's
Yeah.
translating now.
Yeah, I got a question for you. So obviously you guys have gone through a lot of ups and downs this year, right? Like throughout the year. I felt like you, Gio, like you started the year so hot and you were frying, and then you kind of went through like a little bit of a slump, right? And I feel like a lot of players kind of go through that, right? We've all been there, like everybody that's on this panel, except for Benjay, you're terrible. Have been through
yourself.
slumps, you know, where you're not playing up to par or where you think you should be, and now I feel like you're back on your bullshit. You're right back to where you want to be. Like, what was it for you? Where was the adjustment? What was something that you realized or needed to switch up, or was it just kind of like rough days for you and you just kept doing your thing and kind of just stayed focused, or was it like an adjustment you made?
I was just playing like it was an adjustment, to be honest. I was playing like really. I just started like playing really bad, and so then I started adjusting. I started playing with some more confidence, and then I started feeling the groove again. And then I just kept playing to myself and just kept working forward.
Yeah,
Well, it was
for
really
sure.
just when you started playing poorly was all the roster changes. Like when
Yeah.
you're going through different
It's hard,
teammates
bro.
and
It's hard.
different systems and stuff, like that's when you start worrying about the overall as opposed to like how you're playing personally. So
Yeah.
that was kind of what I attributed it to.
What?
Because when you guys had Purge even before the change, like you could tell what was going on the map,
Yeah.
and then after it was like shit just hit the fan.
For sure. I mean, Gio, what's the vibes like been with the team? Like, I know you guys picked up Johnny. You didn't have much time with Johnny at the event, so I feel like you can't really talk about that. I feel like since you guys got back home, you've had more time to kind of get locked in, get some chemistry up with him. What's it been like playing with Johnny? What does he bring to the team? And I mean, everybody else on your team too, Nero and Attach. What's it like playing with some of these guys?
Man, it's really well. I mean, Attach is hella smart. He's been teaching me, especially a lot, how to play the map. Johnny's very energetic. DK has been frying. So at the moment, we're all vibing and we're all just playing together and just having fun.
Yeah,
You
it's
also
fun.
just have a lot. You just have a my bad, Tom. You just have a
No,
lot
you're
to
good.
prove, bro. Like you guys are fighting, obviously for your spots, but obviously to prove yourselves as players. Like a lot of these people, like that. Obviously, I mean, there could be some server cheese, but like at the end of the day, you guys literally want it
Yeah.
so much more than teams right now. At least at the top. Like the top teams are like know they're going to qualify for champs. They know they're going to get top seeds for the major. Like you guys need every single win you can possibly get.
Yeah, we're
So-
going as hard as possible because we need these points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean all these points, the standings are insane. Like just to see how close everybody's at, like all these 10 points that you guys are getting right now is gonna go a long way as the year goes on. So definitely want to keep snagging those points. Who do you guys play next, Ben? You know Vegas' schedule. Who's coming up? Because they got through Optic, they got through New York. I mean they're getting
And
through
Seattle.
good teams here. Seattle's next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good one. Obviously a very important match. How you feeling going into Seattle, Gio?
I feel great. I've been frying. Got to keep it up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Seattle's been a good team. You guys have been a great team, so I feel it's kind of going to be a battle between you guys. Anybody got any questions for Gio, Sam, Ben, Chris, Pat?
You got any Fortnite emotes that you plan on doing on any of
Jesus.
these teams?
Hell no.
Yeah, Dylan was telling me y'all got to talk to Johnny sometimes, man. He be yapping too much. It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Because Johnny brings a lot of energy to the
yapper,
team.
dude.
Yeah, you need that, bro. You need that.
Sometimes, yeah,
I
sometimes.
did realize a crazy stat though, and it's obviously small sample size, but Johnny is actually the #1 overall player against top 4 teams.
Wow,
And
really?
I think Gio's like number 5.
Geo's 6. Geo's 6.
Six?
It's
Yeah, but
Johnny,
Johnny's
Cell,
is-
Scrap, Simp, Draza, Geo.
Damn.
This is a very small sample size, though. But
That's
I mean,
what
It's
you
11
said.
maps. I mean, that's a decent amount. It's small, but decent.
So what is it? Is it KD or is it like what?
Yeah, it's
what is
KD.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's
KD.
KD. Okay, yeah, that's good work. It's good work from Johnny, especially because he's a new player in town, right? It usually takes a little while for like the new guy to kind of get comfortable, but
Yeah, no, he's been frying.
yeah,
Johnny
no.
just be chowing, bro.
Johnny's been in challenges for a while. He's been in challenges, right? He was
Well, he was
obviously
on Vegas
he
and
was
Denver.
he was on
That's what's
Vegas,
bro
but
for like a week.
he's not a bad
He
Vegas Vanguard team.
teamed with me and Lau when we placed fucking top 3 million at the what is it called at Boston in Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
3 million is crazy.
Yeah, we got fucking shit on.
No, that is crazy for sure. That's insane.
Nah,
But
but just from playing with Johnny,
I said Lao instead of
I could-
Jimbo.
Yeah, let's say we're kind of
my
loud.
bad,
Like,
my bad.
hello?
It's loud, but just from playing with Johnny before, I could just tell from talking to him that he's kind of like matured a lot because he's still really young, bro. Like he's like 20 years old.
mhm.
Like he's got a lot to learn, and he's he's playing well, so good for him.
I see Mama Attach in the chat. Shout out to Mama Attach. But any other questions here for Gio while we still have him? Don't want to keep him too long. I appreciate you, Gio, for hopping on and just answering some questions real quick. I mean, you guys absolutely smoked him in today's series, so there wasn't really too much to talk about in this one. But if Pat, Chris, or Ben or Sam have any questions for Gio, floor is yours.
I guess it's because you're the person here, but like, what do you think's up with New York? Just the way that they like the inconsistency of which that they play. Like, how does it feel when you play them versus like Toronto or Optic? Is it like a noticeable difference systematically, or what do you think? Like, because we've been harping on them being fourth, and they're just not going up and they're not going down. So I'm curious from someone that plays against them regularly, like, what are your opinions on them? You don't have to get super federal, obviously, but
Shit, I'm not even really sure, to be honest. Just, I don't know.
I don't want you to give me some federal ass answers.
It was a good question. It was a good question, but it's also kind of a federal one.
Yeah.
He doesn't want
Apologies,
to.
then.
You
That's
want him to teach? You want him to teach New York, Sam? Do you want him to teach him? On
I'm not saying you gotta teach them, but just like are they like are they more like methodical on the map? Are they slow, like the way that they're trying to be too perfect because that was a narrative they had? Are they like fucking insane? Is Paco going rogue? Like there's just so many things that we've talked about to like try to pinpoint the problem with this team, and I feel like we've just been all over the place. And
Yeah.
They've just been fourth.
It's
forever.
hard, honestly. It's hard to figure out kind of what it is, right? I feel like, especially like if you're not in their camp, you don't see what's going on every day. Like it's kind of hard. I think the little things for me is they do play separated. I'm echoing a little bit, dude. Is that?
Yeah,
I think it-
Gio,
yeah,
just hit
I think it might be Gio.
Oh, Gio?
go to
Oh,
your
okay. Oh, shit, my
audio
bad.
off and just turn on
Oh, you're good.
echo cancellation.
You're
if you don't
chilling,
mind.
bro.
Go ahead, Tommy.
But with New York, like when you watch them play, like there's so many times where they're just single pushing. Like I really saw it on the high rise control. They just kept jumping one by one out of the windows, just dying and dying and dying. I think Kiz was like 8 and 20 at one point. Like they were just running and dying. Like it seems like sometimes they lose their heads and they lose their coordination. And I don't know if that's that's just like their emotions. Like they're getting frustrated. I don't know if they're getting frustrated in the middle of these series and they're kind of just like going through the motions now. But sometimes I think it might be a communication problem.
It lies on a lot of people, and there's definitely multiple reasons as to why this team struggles at times. But I'm the most part, bro. I'm still gonna be a hard critic on it. It's just Kismet, bro. Kismet literally is their like live and die. They live and die by that guy playing well. He plays at a pace that's so unique to the rest of his roster that when he finds success in that role, they're going to be a lot better than they are. Like he's the catalyst of everything. If he's just running out there and dying and not creating any sort of space,
Bro,
they're going to just not be as good.
I
Period.
don't agree that the majority of it is on Kiz because I think this team is just broken systematically. I think that all of them
agree.
are inconsistent outside of
Well,
Paco.
that's why I
Like
said
Kiz is
it's-
playing the worst, but I also think that he is like trying to genuinely overcompensate for just like everyone else, which is like
Yeah,
a
but that
very
also-
cop out, like high level answer to just like overview the team. But like the shit that he is trying to do when everyone else also isn't getting kills is making like every three
Yeah, but
every
that's
three
also
deaths
fucking
that he
exact-
gets,
but
one of his teammates
what
die.
we were,
But that is
exactly
also-
concerned with the Dante pickup in the beginning. We're like, well, we're
Every
pressing out.
three deaths from Kiz is one from his teammates. Like he's not doing it. Like no one's doing that.
Dante was a super Dante was a high engagement AR, so that shit is cap in terms of like
Yeah, but they haven't translated that to being like a consistently great respawn
That's
team.
just because their team is just like I personally think that there's just people on their team that are not as good as they were at the last game, and on top of that, yeah, they just make a lot of mistakes in respawn. But like, bro, Kismet is the catalyst to everything. If you were saying that he is trying to do too much, that is also breaking their system. So like you say they have a system. If he's just sitting there trying to do too much, that is going to further break their system. If he like slows it the fuck down and realizes that he is also a player on the map and not a fucking pawn, then everyone else is gonna naturally play better, and he might even statistically play better and play
Yeah, if he
situations better.
if he started kill whoring and focusing on
It's
himself
not
for
even
sure.
kill-whoring. He just
Well,
needs
yeah,
to
just like
focus
playing
on
your
his
ones, like playing
goddamn
on your
self.
playing
This
on
is
your
not
yeah.
this is not one of those games where like you can just like run around and go rogue all the time. Like that's not how the game works. That's not how the maps work. Like he also needs to slow it the fuck down and focus on himself so that way he can aid his teammates. He is the catalyst to everything. I'm not placing the blame on him solely. I'm saying that this team's success, even last year, was because of him. Hydra was fucking godlike, sure, but what Kismet does on the map and what he did in MW2 on the map is like so not replicable, like for any other team in this game.
I just think that play style that he has was very effective in the last game because of, let's be honest, the mechanics of that game and the lack of like being able to play structure via red dots. And now it's just hard to get away because these top teams don't lose people on the map. Bro, they have great communication and they actively communicate when the last person's alive. Second last person's alive, they know how to play against certain people, and it just that play style is just ineffective. And to be honest with New York,
At times,
part of the
yeah.
reason why I think their hard point is so bad is they're the one team I notice and listen is that like misses stuff all the time. Whether it's
They
a
haven't
call out
had
or
good comms
timing,
all year.
They
That's been an issue
miscount
all
people.
year,
Like
the whole
they make,
season.
yeah.
I actually had one clip up here during their list. There was a New York listening, and I had it up here just because I wanted you guys to take a look at the spawns here.
Yeah.
As they come in, we can listen to the listening too if you want with the New York listening. I'm down to go into a listening just to see how they come. But take a look at these spawns real quick. Look, one guy spawns P2. Look at where Vegas just spawned on this P3 after they died.
I mean,
the
they're
back.
blocking everything. They don't have a spawn.
Everything's blocked. I know everything's blocked. It's just crazy that they hit the back. New York hit the back. They got 2 kills. And then their player who like you say that, right, Sam? Oh, he's blocking the spawns, but that's because their player spawned there.
Yeah.
Like look, they get the 2 kills, and the next guy comes off spawn P2, when he should have spawned in the back there. That number 2 should have spawned right where Vegas.
Well, he couldn't
spawns.
have.
You want what's insane? You want what's insane?
Nah,
if
that's
number
crazy.
if number 3 hard blocked that spawn, like if he was in the spot that they spawned, like on the statue head, he like hard blocking it, they would have spawned either on top of number 2, like in that room on P2, or they would have spawned mid map where like number 6 is.
Yeah, like on 4 and just shoot him in the zone.
It's a fucking great game.
They would have
because that, man.
spawned. They would have spawned in one of those spots instead. Like if he hard blocked, which is just unfortunate.
It's funny because in the listening, you hear Caesar say they're spawning mid as he spawns out, and they start looking for it, and then they just get shot in the back.
They would have spawned mid. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, oh my god,
It's the 50-50 spawn you talked about, Chris. Like they are readable, but it's a fucking.
I mean, it's not.
It's roulette, bro.
It's just unfortunate because like they're not hard blocking it. Like I mean, like there's the way this game works. There's certain spawns that take priority, and when stuff is blocked like this, for example, if you're not actually standing on a spawn, that's where this happens, bro.
I'll be honest, Chris. This one's insane. This one is insane.
Wait,
but they're basically standing on the spawn back here. Like he gets look at where he is.
This one was insane for the momentum.
If I'm them, I'm not calling this either. Don't worry.
Bro, this one was insane for the momentum of this match.
Like no, look at where Kismet is when number 2 spawns. Like they're blocking here. Number 2 should 100% spawn there. I don't. That's crazy. That is insane.
Bro,
Gio, you ever see some shit like this in scrims, Gio, or no? You ever see this shit before?
Nah.
Thank you, Gio, going into a listening.
Yeah, bro. I've never seen.
I mean, it was
like
definitely a wild spawn.
Nah, that shit's crazy, bro.
That shit's not.
But it ended up like really, you know, Gio, like you guys were down. They could have had a good majority of time and actually built the lead. That ended up being like a huge swing in that map.
Bro,
Yeah.
Fucking spawn.
You want to know what's even crazier? Like I'm not gonna like. Gio, tell me. Can you go back real quick, Tom, for just a sec? Actually, nah, don't even go there. If that guy Water Steps wasn't looking down to P2, Gio, I actually think that Caesar spawns in the back. Am I wrong?
If he's not looking down at P2, we will
If he's not
definitely
looking
spawn
down
P2.
P2, I guarantee he would have spawned in the back instead of not P2, or
Yeah.
he would have spawned out. That's actually so dumb.
But we're about to watch through the moment because we do got to listen in from New York. Ben, you were talking about New York's comms, so let's tune in and see the New York Subliners were sounding.
Close the back too. I'm gonna need the back too. I don't see him. He's on the back. I'm needing him. Yeah, stun it. I need it. Just pass him to the right, Heady. In the back. In the back. Attack. He's pitching in front. That's right. Good shit. Perfect. They're spawning out P2 or mid. Yeah, just take our time. Take our time on this break. They're mid spawns. Wood, last one. Maybe kill me now. Maybe kill me. I'll block it.
What is that noise?
In the back, Dylan.
It's Gio's mic.
I need it. It was behind me. Tiki. This one mid. Front hop right now. Gio back. Spawn in the back. One's lobby. Go. Lobby. From lobby. Not left. One shot. Yep. Weak. That's up He's still in the back. On the hop and in the back. Behind the bar.
Lobby behind me as well.
Lobby
1v1. Just make sure we continue here. Just play frozen, guarantee you.
I don't see P1 up here.
I need time for you. Nice.
What does that even mean?
Office side right now.
Wait, play holding.
Guarantee new and play. What does that even mean?
P1,
Guys, I killed the guy P1. Look at the long. Con, weak, Dylan. Jump me, guys. And then long. Brain dead.
He's in you attach.
The guy went water steps. The guy went water steps.
Statue.
One shot there side.
I'm waiting.
Two deaths time. And one pitching mid.
I have less time.
Yeah, we're trying to time. Gone in 2 deaths time. Dead in blue.
Weak long. Take it down. Statue weak as fuck.
I'm gonna slide. Watch my way, boys.
Have your right, in the left.
Watch me. Yeah, need a low left. You gotta give me pinch. He's watching the pinch attach. You want me? 2 deaths at time, yeah.
Behind the statue. Statue, one shot. Shutting up on the statue.
Statue, one shot. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, two there.
Last two time, left side. We get the trophy on time.
Some time for you.
Gonna go mid.
He's on the left side.
Mid blue up. One's blue up. The right side statue. One DB you were blue up.
I think we end the listening there if you want.
All right, we can end it there. What are your thoughts?
Bro, it's insane to me that we're listening. I see like people on New York making server jokes on Twitter after the series, like that. Those are comms of a team that isn't giving 100% trying to win that first map.
They sounded frustrated.
Yeah, they sounded very frustrated.
Yeah, the comms definitely were not it. But Gio, I don't want to keep you much longer. I really appreciate you coming on the show. Does anybody?
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, of course, bro. We really appreciate when anybody comes on. So just you taking the time out of your day to come answer some questions, it means a lot, bro. So just thank you for hopping on the flank and answering some questions for us, brother. You have a fantastic day.
Of course. You guys have a good day as well.
Yes, sir, man.
Later,
Take
brother.
care, dude. Take care. Guys, give it up for Gio for the Vegas Legion, man. Taking some time to hop on a show, answer some questions, talk about his series a little bit. Clearly, the Vegas Legion, we're just a step ahead of New York today. Guys, any final thoughts? Pat, any final thoughts on the New York and Vegas series?
The New York issue that sorry.
Ben, what the fuck?
Apologize.
No, go ahead.
I want Rogue. It's on me.
Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
The thing.
Guy can't stop talking.
The thing I'm curious in New York is S&D. Let me lock in, man. Let me lock in real quick.
Go ahead, bro. Somebody's got to clip that, though. That is hilarious.
The surge for New York has been very poor this split. And I'm very concerned that with their instability as far as results go against like mediocre or lower tier opposition, the fact that they're not winning S&Ds, I think they're going to clean up before this major. But if this S&D kind of streak they're on where they're kind of a little like not closing these maps out, I'm a little concerned that they're going to get upset at Major 4. I truly am. And to your point, Pat, like of Seattle finishing top 6 is where Seattle gets top 4 because a team like New York goes to losers and can't regain.
Yep. Pat, anything to add? Anything to say, Pat?
Ben summed it all up for me, Tom.
Yeah, my bad. I cut you off. It's on me.
All right, Sam, Chris, anything else before we move on?
No.
All right.
I was gonna say, even though they show signs of weakness, I still don't think anyone's gonna upset any of the top 4 on land.
I don't think they're losing on land either.
Well, I wouldn't be cutting people off if I had the brand new Arctis Nova 5 wireless headset on. Shout out to Steel Series.
You literally have the headset on your head. But I'll let you continue.
This is a Sennheiser. I don't have the Nova 5.
We're not even wearing it.
You're not wearing it, Benjay?
I don't have it, but obviously if you want to check it out, it's got 60 hours of battery life, quick switch Bluetooth, and a mobile companion app with over.
Does it have a mute button on it?
Presets. I probably has a mute button, I would assume. It's also got a clear cast microphone, so it'd come out nice and clear. This is truly the ultimate portable console headset. You may ask yourself, how can I purchase that headset? You go on over to steelseries.com and use code THEFLANK for 12% off your cart. You can also add some other stuff from SteelSeries. I love their mouse pads, nice keyboard. So make sure you check that out. Use code THEFLANK for 12% off your cart. SteelSeries.com.
Yes, sir, man. Use code the flank before it's too late. SteelSeries.com. I mean, that's phenomenal. I mean, that is phenomenal from Benjay. Good job, Benjay. Good job.
Thank you.
Let's move on to the next series of the day. Make sure to go check out SteelSeries.com. And Chandler, I will refresh the quiz before we play. I do see that, so thank you, Chandler, for the updates. But yeah, SteelSeries.com. Use code THEFLANK. Let's hop into the next series of the day. We had the Los Angeles Thieves going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. This was the one series that went all the way down to a map number 5. Carolina, they were 0-3 in map 5s going into this one, and they were able to get the comeback against LA Thieves. It was what, a 2-5, 3-5 comeback last map?
3-5.
Crazy comeback. We could take a look at some of those rounds there at the end of that one. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. Everybody positive except for Clay here, but Clay's still doing what he's got to do in the damage department from Carolina. They all looked like they played well today. And then the other side, got 3 players negative. You got one guy positive. It's nasty. Almost a red carpet here for LA Thieves. You scroll down, you see Gwyn with another masterclass today. He's gonna get the match
I told you he was
MVP.
gonna bounce back.
I mean, he bounced back. He played well last series, Pat, and he played well again today. So you got to think, Pat. Maybe Gwyn's back. He's back on his bullshit.
I think so.
Did Gwen get a new controller, bro? Did he take my recommendation? It had to be. He was
Maybe
getting cooked
I
for
don't
a while,
know,
bro.
But I mean, we'll go down the list, Sam. This is
There
your
we
guys,
go, bro.
Sam. These
Yeah,
are
there
your
it is,
team,
bro. Go to
Sam.
hell,
These are
man.
your
Suck my
guys.
balls,
Sam,
bro.
what
Suck
happened?
my
These are your
balls,
guys.
bro. We
Sam.
got 3-5 2v4, man. What do you want
Yeah,
me to
no,
say?
that actually was crazy. We're gonna watch that back after.
That's the
we're done
only
with it.
shit from this series you need to watch is a 2v4 that and last map. That's it.
I will
Yeah.
say though, why are
They
they
got
asking at
slammed in
hard
the
point?
HPs though.
Yeah.
They got slammed bad in the hard
What happened,
point.
Pat?
You
What
want
did
to
you say?
why? Because Dan Ghosty got fried today, bro.
Yeah,
that
Dan
guy's
in the
literally
back series.
the rock in the slaying department, especially in hardpoint. That guy's always like, he's usually the person you can like count on. But Dan got fucking cooked. Look at map 4. Map 1, he got a 0.6, bro. That shit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Map 4 was weird though because it was like a pretty close game, and then they just
TJ Pop
could not
takeover.
find fucking kills on that second rotation.
TJ
Teach Pop
went
takeover.
insane. He went TJ took over on the end win. To be fair, both the subs went crazy in the map 4. They went crazy.
Yeah.
TJ's been really good for Carolina, bro.
I've been saying it, bro.
He's
Most
been
underrated
really
player
good.
this year. TJ's unreal.
Yeah, he's been playing good, and I mean, you know what you're gonna get out of TJ in terms of just like decision making, you know, the plays he's making around the map. But Benjay, what did you think about the series? We had LA Thieves going up against Carolina. It goes all the way down to a map 5. What'd you think?
I mean, we'll get to the 2v4 insane of shit, but like, I mean, for Carolina, I tweeted before the map 5, like, biggest map, and then the round 11 was the biggest round of the season for Carolina, considering the success of Vegas and Seattle and Miami. They were in a tough spot where they have let points slip now, and this is a huge win for them with a very tough schedule remaining for Carolina. You know, I think when they were down 1-2 in the series, I was very concerned with that 4th map loading up, but the fact they were able to get 2 map wins, close out against the Thieves team that, you know, we bitched about
Tough
that.
schedule.
on
How
their
much
side.
harder can their schedule get, brother? I think they played who'd they play? They played
FaZe
did they
in
play
New York,
FaZe
right?
New York? They played
Well, they
Ultra?
still
And they
got
play
Optic
Optic.
next.
And they
They
play,
got
and
Optic
they
next,
play
and they
Optic.
got Miami,
Oh
who
my
have been playing not too
God.
bad, and they got Boston. Like,
I was gonna say,
a real
yo,
tricky
they
schedule.
just played like hella top 4s. How much harder are they gonna get, bro?
the
They gonna,
stage is
are they
still-
gonna,
Got another one to
are they about to
There's
play
still
against
shit coming up.
Exodia? Like, what is going on?
yeah, good Yu-Gi-Oh reference right there, bro. No,
Yeah.
listen, just for thought, like, I was super impressed for Carolina. They really needed this momentum, and it's making this champs race like very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Said Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. Jesus Christ, bro.
Yu-Gi-Oh, what
Tell
the
Ben to fucking mute his mic, bro.
Hey, Chris, what did you think about the series today,
Get these
man?
balls in your mouth.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Nah, I
Go
called
on,
this.
man.
I thought Raven. I've always been pretty high on Ravens. Like I've always said, they're like Pat always roast the fuck out of this team. Rightfully so. They're not like the best, but like I always think these guys are still a pretty good team. After their heartbreaking losses to the top 4 teams, I thought there's no way they're gonna lose another one. And on top of that, I feel like the fact that they've been giving those teams a run, you know, is a testament to how much better this team has gotten. It still ended up almost coming down to a heartbreaking loss. They ended up, you know, pulling out some fucking insane ice to even win this. But I'm just happy that they won a series because I feel terrible for them, bro. Like losing in these reverse sweep fashions over and over has got to be like mental breaking.
I mean,
need
if they
this
would have
dub.
lost another game 5, man, that would have been tough.
It would have been the Boston breach.
Yeah, no, seriously. I mean, that would have been
It
a
probably
rough
would have
one.
been the nail in the coffin, no?
Yeah,
I think so.
Didn't get in there.
They would have
close
needed
to
like a
that.
crazy major
Steve
placing.
Yeah.
The only thing that's saving the only thing that would be saving these guys mentally from losing this series is the fact that they just hope and cope that they're going to get another like top 8, which I mean they could, or not another top 8, another top 6 on land, like which they could. You never know. I mean they're a good land team, but god damn, I hate seeing Clay's reaction when he's sad, bro. That's my boy.
Yeah, and then
That's my old man.
they finally get
He's
the. Go ahead, Ben.
I was saying he's having a hard time finishing kills right now. I don't know if it's a positioning thing or just getting lucky in some situations. Like he's putting up damage. He put up 16.6k damage in this, but he's dropping a 0.8. Like it's just tough for this Carolina team because they can never find a time where like all 4 guys are like firing. Like Fell's playing really good, Gwyn's playing good again, TJ's good, and Clay's sort of the weak link right now.
Let's switch on over. Let's take a look at some of these rounds and see what's going on. This is the LA Thieves choke here. I mean, they were up 5-3 here in the map number 5. This is the 3-5 round that Sam was talking about. You can kind of see how it all unfolds here. I'll even skim through it a little bit. But Carolina, they try and make a play through B Street. And it's actually LA Thieves who end up getting a couple picks here. So you can see TJ gets the kill through the smoke. But then Joe Deceives, he gets tagged up. He's able to stay alive. But take a look at what happens next. Everybody from LA Thieves, they rotate back. You see Carolina, they're trying to make a play towards that bomb site. Clay, he's putting some shots down in the middle of the map. This is kind of where the retake comes in. They could kind of single out Clay here. Bro, if Jodeci's would have ripped his head off here, that would have been crazy. Clay, he goes all the way in the back of the map. Take a look at the shots here from Joe when he hits this corner here. I thought for a second he was going to take Clay off this head glitch. But good shots from Clay. Able to find one, but then Nasty. He's quickly there for the trade. 2v2 situation. You have TJ and Fellow on the I mean, guys, how many times have we seen this setup? I mean, every single game, this is just the go-to setup. You got one guy square, one guy tractor kind of watching this cross, and TJ. He's able to pick up a couple kills there. So you can already see some frustrations in the faces of the LA Thieves players as they slowly see the comeback happening. Now we go to the next round. It's a 4v2 situation here in the round number 10. You can see it's LA Thieves making a play on offense towards B Street. They find 2 kills, 4v2 situation. Fellows also one shot on the tank here.
And we're not running at B-bomb.
And they don't run at the B-bomb. Gwyn sneaks through dark. He finds one. Then he's one shot again.
Fucking chows, bro. Like, I mean, why? He is one bullet. Run at him.
The fact that they don't chow him here is insane. It is crazy. He's literally one shot, and the guy was dark. The other guy was mid-map dark, tagged up. Like, the guy's not just going to run through dark. Like, they should 100% have tried to take him down there. And you can see Gwyn. He gets pushed up on a map. LA Thieves try to rotate back, and they got taken down. I mean, what do you guys think happened right there? They just got to use their numbers and hit and kill Fellow, right? I mean, you got to kill T-Fel.
Tyler Fellow broke him the fuck down, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, this is great.
Like right here, Nasty running at him, gets caught sprinting, whatever. The fact that no one else is moving is insane. Like, if they were all together there's a chance that Gwyn can get a 2-piece, but like, he's going to get traded. He's standing in the middle of dark, and Fellow's already one shot in the middle of the open behind the tank. Like, if they're just running together there, they're not going to get 4. Like, Carolina's not going to kill all 4 of them without a trade.
Yeah, they needed to basically make like Gwyn or Fellow world star them. Like, literally just everybody run forward.
You had to hit some CSGO AK spray transfer shit to lose the round. If you're out. Like, there's just no way that Fellow should live here.
Yeah, exactly. Right, especially initially, right here when Dan kills him, like, I'm probably pulling out pistol and sprinting.
Sprint.
Yeah, you're like pulling out. I mean, that's 2 dead. They don't know the guy's dark just yet, but Fellow gets tagged now here. Boom, they get this guy one shot, right? So this guy he gets tagged up. He runs. They make Fellow one shot here again. There is no reason to not push Fellow here. This is insane. No. Once you back up the guy dark, make him one shot, then you make this guy one shot.
Dan's not even weak either, bro. Dan hasn't taken damage
chilling.
in ages.
He's just so paranoid about that dark guy.
So worried about that dark guy who was one shot and ran away.
I don't know.
Like, they thought that he was about to fly out of dark or something. The way that they're playing that.
Yeah, it was just really weird. Like the way they were.
I wonder if whoever died to the dark guy like overstressed the call out. You know what I mean? Like
he's hitting that shit.
Yeah, or like just spamming it in their comms, like dark. Because you know, like when people do that, and it's obviously a bad comm in the moment, but like when people do that, it makes other players like think it's the most important thing to focus on.
Oh, 100%.
So I wonder if they have like their comms from that.
Like that's why you can't just be frantic in the comms like that. Like stress
which is what LAT is with this team.
Like stress calming is a serious thing, bro. Like everything should be calm until you actually have to stress calm something, and then you start shooting. Like if you see somebody pinching who's about to shoot 2 of your teammates in the back, right? You're gonna scream that call out. Guy. Yeah, 100%. They should have stressed. They stress calmed the wrong fucking guy, Slay. They should have definitely took out Fellow. Yeah, so just really bad plays coming in from LA Thieves at the end of this one. Then we can take a look at the round 5. We go into our round 11 here. This one was more slowed down. Carolina, they're on the offense here. So LA Thieves, they have the defensive side. Just to skim through it a little bit, kind of show you guys kind of what happens here. A few shots are coming down. You can see Carolina doing the best they can to get over to this B site. I actually love what Carolina did here because they didn't just hop on the bomb initially. They juked it towards the bomb, but then they got off right away because they dodged attacks. And with no trophies, obviously, you got to be careful planting that bomb because teams are going to coordinate nades. And I feel like that's what a lot of teams do is they just wait for the info, wait till they're on bomb, and then try and coordinate some nades here. But TJ, he fakes the bomb plant, gets off the bomb. All the attacks come down. TJ was getting shot in the back here, but somebody was able to shoot the guy from CD and get him to back off. So TJ ends up living. Down. Yeah, it was a good place from Clay. I don't know how Clay was able to do that.
But here's my question to you guys.
That would have been a massive kill if they killed the Deej.
Can I ask this question? Like, we all know the retake on this side is very difficult, but they get a lot of information very early on here. That Clay's kind of a single guy, like outside Balk, like outside of blue. Do you think that Thieves should be faster in trying to kill him, especially before this bomb goes down, and give them a better opportunity to try and retake this with numbers?
Well, Dan did get aggressive when the guy CD came in and put some shots. I think Dan started getting aggressive here.
Well, Dan's out of the play though. I'm talking about the other 3 guys.
Yeah, I mean they're across the fucking map.
They just saw number 1 get the treehouse, like right there. Number 6 saw him. Like there's only so many things that they can do at this point. If anything, the only person I'm going to like
Joe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Okay, you want to take it from here? Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just seeing if we agreed.
I mean,
yeah,
I also think Dan. I actually think
Joe's and fucking Narn, and then Dan. I don't think needs to die.
I mean, yeah, it's just too early. Nobody's there with him. He's trying to make a play on bomb and trying to do something, but look at where his team's at.
I think he probably cracked the door open and tried to deny.
No, he walked up through the smoke to the pillar. I think he was trying to one-way someone.
I think what it was is whoever was CD again was probably screaming that the guy's on bomb one shot, right? And he's probably trying to get an angle and trying to kill him. You can see LA Thieves super frustrated. Dan goes, he's losing fucking composure, and it all collapses for him. Go ahead, Benjay.
No, I'm a little. It's a big win for Carolina, but like, are you guys worried about this loss for Thieves? You think like there's just
they have fucking New York, FaZe, and Toronto coming up, I think. So yeah, a little worried.
I mean, those are definitely no walk in the park fucking matches here. I mean, if you're a Thieves,
certainly a schedule.
Yeah,
I think that Vegas too.
Bro,
is it Vegas or I don't remember one more good team?
Bro, what are these standings at right now? Like, are we gonna? We're gonna see them after we probably talk about the last match. But
we
like,
can take a look after at the end.
Okay, cool.
I can
Because
pull.
these standings have to be insane right now.
Dude, it's so
They all
funny.
are insane,
Like,
I'll tell you that.
I almost want to bring it up during the New York series, but I think like all of these top 4 teams are like probably so, I kind of touched on it, but like so far gone with online Call of Duty, and it's just the exact opposite with the bottom 8. They're all going, or should I say 7? They're all going insanely hard to try to qualify for champs, and the rest of the top 4 are just like, bro, just get me to the major, get me to champs. Like, I'm fucking over this shit. And these guys are going 3,000%.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy about that though? They're going 3,000% to still be playing for 5th.
To get one series win,
Sam,
Pat.
if you're the top 4 teams, the top 4 team that is able then to crush through that wall and still maintain their intensity, the quality of practice.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
There's going to be the one that's going to win this event and get a lot of momentum going into champs. That's why I just no one players just like aren't taking accountability on Twitter and just playing original server cheese instead of the mistakes they're making and why they're losing the series.
Bro, even in a hypothetical world where like these teams aren't going to get higher than top 4, like all of the like bottom teams, the way the standings are looking, bro, it's literally going to come down to the major.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Like it's actually going to be literally like they're like can potentially be a match for top 6, for example, that will be a qualifying match. Like,
I mean, that's kind of a good thing, right? I mean, Major 4, no fans, right? I mean, it'll add some storylines. A lot of these matches are going to be like super big matches, right? Like a lot of them are going to matter, even if it's just like the bottom half teams playing.
Can you imagine Boston shows up and just like beats Carolina or something, eliminates them?
Elimination Friday might actually like have like 2 matches potentially that are literally like you win, you're qualifying, you lose, you're gone. Like
so let me give you this, Chris. You get 15 points if you get top 8. And everybody in the standings right now is sitting on 0 other than Thieves. So, like, the only hypothetical right now, like, situation where someone ends up on, say, 165 is going to involve Thieves. And it may actually legitimately come down to, like, a head-to-head in those 2 teams against each other. It's a tiebreaker, which I believe is the number 1 tiebreaker in the situation.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think it's there's actually I can like almost put money down that there will be a match, like a losers bracket match, elimination match that will decide a team qualifying. Yeah. Like even if they were to lose the game right after, if they were to win, like they qualify. Like that elimination Friday at this next major is going to be fucking insane. If also, like this keeps up.
I'll set the table for you. Like Seattle's on 160, they win 1 series, they're in, and they're probably 5th. New York is pretty much auto-locked to 3rd or 4th seed. FaZe Optic in Toronto, there's some instability there, but FaZe are probably inside to get number 1. The other 2 are kind of up for toss. You really got 6 teams playing for 3 spots. Miami wins tomorrow. They're on 160. They're basically the same boat as Seattle. Then you basically have 5 teams playing for 4 spots, and they're really separated by like 25 points right now.
Yeah.
With 3 of them all on 130.
It's also a lot of like tiebreakers and stuff, because like if it does come down to ties, like I think it was a Pucka today, like Carolina and Vegas both have tiebreakers over Rocker. Yeah. So like even if that 8th seed ends up getting some sort of weird tiebreaker, like Rocker's already at the bottom of the totem pole with that too.
Bro, what if there's like all the dude? Imagine they had like all these ties, and then they have to do like another series on LAN or something like that. What you guys remember that? It happened at like
I don't think.
remember like you remember those things that would happen at champs? I think it happened at like Ghost champs where everyone was like tied in a pool. Like imagine shit like that happens where like there's just there's just an infinite amount of ties.
It won't happen because it happens during a stage because the sample size is so small.
Yeah,
you could theoretically exhaust all of the tiebreakers. But like I'm looking at right now, right?
Yeah.
Tiebreakers in store, head-to-head match win percentage, just straight up. Head-to-head game win percentage. Let's say you're tied. It's who's won the most amount of games. Likely you're not getting past that stage. Overall match win percentage. The likelihood that a couple of teams have the same tied overall map win percentage. So many games into a series where they play like 30 games right now.
It would just be
Plus,
insane. Yeah,
insane. I think the chance
bro.
that is extremely low that we get a tiebreaker match.
That would be sick though.
Any final thoughts on the series, guys, with LA Thieves and Carolina? Any final thoughts, folks?
Let's go Ravens.
All right, let's move on to
Sam,
the
go fuck
last
yourself.
series of the day. Man, was this one a quick one? The Miami Heretics get a 3-0 victory over the Los Angeles Guerrillas. I will say, the maps were very close here. Close maps. First hard point goes down to the wire. We got a round 11 S&D and then an overtime control where Miami ultimately was able to clutch up at the end, which the ending was crazy in the control. I'm going to pull up the ending of the control because that was fucking nuts. But what'd you guys think about the series? We'll scroll down, take a look here at the stat sheet. Seems like both sides pulling weight. I think the biggest thing that sticks out is just Real, right? Real's been a superstar for Miami. But he didn't have to really do much today, and I think that says a lot about his teammates. They kind of went crazy today. Vickle had a really good map number one. I actually take a look here at the map one here. Vickle with a 1.94.
Like 34 and 17 or something.
He was
right?
31 and 16 in the map one with over 2 minutes of hill time, which is insane, bro. I mean, somebody said superstar with a question. I mean, I feel like Real's been that guy for Miami, no?
He's been disgusting. I wouldn't call him. He's not a superstar, but he's been very good.
I meant like their superstar. It's Miami superstar.
Like yeah, Metals has turned it around like hella. Like, and that's what
You want him to control, right?
Yeah, he's been playing so good.
I have a question. Has LAG done absolutely anything since their like first 2 or 3 matches where we brought Flames on?
No.
Yeah, we brought Flames on and like interviewed them when they were like doing decent, and then they've just been absolute dog shit ever since.
They literally won their first 2 matches when they made the roster change, and like that was the highlight. That was it.
They've lost 5 the last 6 since then.
Yeah. So, yeah. Is this team out yet, Ben? Tell me they're out.
No, because they're on like 120 points. So it's not gonna be out to the event. But they're on, bro. They're 6-18 non-line matches this year. Like that is fucking horrific.
So they throw away every fucking series, bro. They throw away every series against the bottom teams. Like they
actually, they didn't throw this away.
Or look at they've had a lot of 3-2s, but also look at the fucking map counts and like the style, or not the map counts, the round counts and everything. The fashion that they lose, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean it was still it was going back and forth. Map one was going back and forth. I mean, this graph is always a good tell of kind of how the map won. It was a close series. I do think watching the series, Miami looked like the better team for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. But all their series are like winnable. Anyways, let's start with Chris. Yeah, what happened? These boys, like
Chris, these are your boys. What's going on with LAG, Chris? They might need to blow it up. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, there's your.
Everybody just said all their series are winnable.
We're just running, not all of their series, but a lot of them are. They just throw everything away, bro. Like these guys are not a good team. They have too many inconsistent players. They're cooked, bro. They're just like praying that they just put it together.
What's their schedule, Ben?
What is there? What is
LAG's remaining matches are FaZe, Boston, Vegas, and Seattle. So they beat Carolina, so they can get 3 wins.
Holy shit, Boston and LAG. Someone's got to win it.
I actually think Boston wins this, and I think LAG goes winless the rest of this stage.
Bro, there's no way they lose to Boston, bro.
They beaten Boston both times they played the season.
I don't know, bro. That might be the one day Boston can get a dub, bro. That might be them.
I might pull my meat out on the plank if they lose to Boston.
No, that was without the roster change.
There's like 2 different Boston rosters.
There's absolutely no fucking way they lose to that team, bro. I will be appalled. Look at Sam, bro. Wait, Sam, real talk, like outside of the series, this is not fair, bro. Like when it comes down to the quote unquote your boys thing, why is it that Tom's boys are FaZe? And we're like, we have both.
We have LAT and LAG.
Sam hit me with this shit at the event, bro.
That's why I was milking it at the event. Yo, these are your boys, bro.
It's not even at the event, Tom. It was the event before that in fucking Miami when we were remote, and Sam and Ian and the
These
dog
are your
and fucking
boys,
Nate were
man.
cheesing
These are
us.
your boys. Let's go to Tom.
we're
These
so
are your
sick of
I mean,
being
boys.
guys. These
I
boys.
mean,
Tom,
So,
another second. These are your
Tom,
boys.
our boys have gotten first and second. These guys haven't even sniffed a Sunday.
nothing.
Pat,
bro.
you're on the FaZe bandwagon, Pat? Is that
No,
true?
Toronto.
He's talking about
First
Toronto.
and second.
Yeah,
and
it's Toronto.
FaZe first and second.
Yeah,
LAT ain't seen a Sunday, and it's the dark days.
Pat's a big Toronto fan. Anything you guys want to say before we tune into some clips here? I just want to show the round 11, and then I want to show the end of the control. Matter of fact, we'll just switch on over real quick and take a look. This is the round 11. Look, Miami ended up going for a B push here. And I don't know what the fuck LAG was doing here in the round 11. I don't even know what happened here. It looked like they just ran out and died. Somebody chowed and got picked. So Estro, he tries chowing, he gets picked. Then Real finds a pick red. Then somebody tries to run a bomb. He dies. It collapsed so fast for these guys.
What were they doing?
I don't know. I have no
Wait,
idea.
go back to when
they
they're
were
standing
gonna
outside
hit-
green,
They
like
were
the
gonna
beginning
hit
of the round.
mid, bro. They
Where
were
you,
gonna
yeah,
hit mid,
thank
and
you,
then
bro.
didn't
They
commit,
they
bro.
shouldered
What the
and saw
fuck?
nothing and ran away. Like,
That makes
what
no
are
sense.
we doing?
If you're gonna push up and try and hit something and get info,
Like,
why
look,
not
they
use
literally
the info?
they're double out vending and they don't see a fucking soul. And they're like, you know what? Instead of taking all this mid map control and like pinching, nope, we're running back.
Nah, that's
They don't
crazy.
see fucking anything.
But they could have
dude.
had somebody top mid. They could have had somebody bottom mid holding somebody's back. Somebody climbing the ladder, right? Go top AC. Like you could get all of this. Like it's all wide
Because all
open.
they do is they play not to scam. No, like that's basically their team style.
I mean, they're horrible, bro. Change the style. I don't know.
Team
Take
style is
mid.
playing not to scam. What a style.
I mean, no, but Chris brought this up before, did you not, Chris? About like you were kind of annoyed about how they
Yeah,
played
they play safe. They play super safe all the time, and it just like does nothing. They just give teams way too much room to do whatever they want.
Mhm.
They're scared to take risks.
We know we're ass. Let's play not to get world
Let's play
starred.
not to get world
Nice.
starred.
Good one, guys.
I'll be honest, bro.
Man, we lost again. Fuck.
At least we lost very fundamentally.
Hey, we all had a point at 9.5, boys. We all,
That's crazy. That's insane.
we
And
all had a
then
point 9.5. We're good.
I want to take us to the end of this control because the ending here was crazy. So
Wild.
20 seconds left on the clock. You can see Miami. They need the B point. They need the 8 point. They don't have anything yet, but they were able to get on here, and they kind of just forced their way through blue. 3 guys hit through blue. Flames comes in with a big 2-piece grenade. The trades come in, but somehow, some way, Miami is still able to stop clock here and try and keep this pushing. And then once Lucky is able to get on, this is kind of where Miami is able to get over towards that B point. So they were able to get some extra time here. And then after the extra time, what happens next is kind of insane. And it was Metals, right? It was huge. Metals was going
Metals
crazy.
pops 2 on the point to win.
So right here, with 5 seconds left, Real finds one. This is a big kill right here, man. If Lucky doesn't win that kill, I don't know if they'd be winning this map, but Lucky gets a big 2-piece there. Then he gets another one with the help from his teammate. Jumps the corner, gets another. Somehow Lucky was able to stay alive there. Yeah, I don't know how he was able to do that.
It was Connor so fucking long to chow, bro. Your team just got 2 kills. You know that the other guy is tucked in the corner 1 shot, and he's just triggering Elevator Street Brothers sprint.
Yeah, no, it was rough for sure. And then we fast forward it a little bit just so you guys could see what happens next. But LAG,
I actually hated how Miami played this too. They took forever to do anything.
Yeah, no, you can see this was another good play from Lucky. He just gets on the point. He's able to win 1. The trade's coming from Metals. Metals slides the corner, finds a second, and there's just not enough time for Estro to get there. You can see LAG as well. Just instantly hands on the head, losing composure. It is what it is, man. They threw the map away. And great plays there at the end from Metals. He went insane. If he doesn't get this big 2-piece here. First, it's Lucky for just getting on the point, stopping the clock. This gets LAG out of position, right? Like hopping point kind of gets LAG to tweak a little bit. Metals gets a kill through the stun, slides the corner, big gunfight win there. Sam, what gun is that? I can't see.
For sure. Okay. Yeah.
MCW.
Catches the guy sprinting with his pistol out. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha.
the best pistol. Shotgun,
He actually
an absolute
incinerated that
shotgun.
guy, but he could even play.
incinerated him.
He could have played it a
Incinerated.
little bit safer. He could have got behind that box, like where like Metals came out to peek, and then like jumped on top, like not mantle. There's like a step up you can just like jump over and then head glitch it,
Yeah.
and he could have probably won that gunfight or stayed alive and bought his teammates some time. But
Yeah.
he
One
got the call.
thing-
He was weak, went to chow him and died. He got
One thing I
insta-killed.
gotta ask is, Tom, is there any reason you're making these picks but you're not sharing them with the group?
What you mean? I'm super public with my picks.
Yeah, but you're not like sending DMs to the flank, you know, letting us know because I heard that your picks went flawless.
Flawless today, Pat. I think I hit like 7 or 8 picks today. Like it was crazy, like big ones too. Just map after map. Everybody I picked as a masterclass today was going crazy. Was going fucking.
He said Gwen's due.
I was like,
I
Gwen
can't
masterclass,
save
boom.
my
TJ
life,
masterclass,
Yeah,
boom.
this has been
Gio,
wrong
boom.
every
Shit,
week.
boom.
It's like, yo, Abuza's doing good. I got Abuza. Oh shit, 0.7. Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
prizepicks.com. Use code ZooMaa, of course, prizepicks.com. But guys, I was going to say let's play the game today. Chandler said it might take like 40 minutes to get through. Have you seen tomorrow's matches? Because holy fuck.
I don't like the way that you said that.
We might need to save it for tomorrow. Look at these matches.
I don't like the way that you said that.
We have Atlanta FaZe versus LAG.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We have Toronto
bro, not one
Ultra
of
versus
these.
Miami, and we have Optic Texas versus the Minnesota Rocker. We might need to save the game for tomorrow.
I might not watch party tomorrow. No bullshit.
We
I might
might
play
need to.
Stefan all day.
Bro,
We'll
the problem
answer
is I
some
wanna go-
questions in the community, but yeah, we'll save the
I
game
wanna
for
go respect
tomorrow.
his golf tournament.
I actually might play X Defiant tomorrow.
Wait,
Yeah,
what's
that's
the thing? Why would it take 40 minutes? What's the game?
So what it is you got flashcards here. You get organization names, and you got to try and guess the player that's gone through each of these organizations. And I've played through all these organizations.
No, that's Abizi.
Abizi.
I already won.
Wait, there's only 24.
Like, we're
though.
up 1-0. We're up
You want to
1-0.
do it? You want to do them? I mean, I was just thinking, just looking at the matches tomorrow, I was like, shit. But we can do the game today. I'm down to do the game today. I'm
Fuck
down.
it, let's do it, bro.
I'm down.
Let's do it. First one's a BZ.
All right, so
it's
we
not- it's not
we have
extra,
FaZe
yeah.
Toronto Optic here, right? There's no.
Yeah, it's face round.
All right, just making sure everybody's on the same page here. Okay, let's play the game. Enigma 6, E United, and Atlanta FaZe. Abizi?
It'll be easy.
Easy.
Tyler
Is this like
Abizi.
in order?
Like the
Chandler
organization.
said use the new link.
Chandler says you gotta use a new link, Tom. Apparently, there's a new link.
Oh,
you're
there's
not
a new
using.
link. Oh, there's a new link here. Let's see.
Oh,
what
Oh,
it
is there
is.
more than 24?
I think there. I remember seeing way more than 24. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, fuck.
Chandler, how many are there? Because there was
If
only
there's a
24
lot,
on
then
that.
we should save
We
it,
could do
but-
some. We could do some tomorrow. Some today. Some tomorrow. There's
He said there's
35.
35.
I think we could bang through 35. Like,
Yeah, I don't
quickly.
think it'll take us a minute.
All right, let's
I'm
fly.
seeing.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
seeing
fly.
20.
Yeah.
I'm seeing 22.
Yeah,
on
no
the one
yap.
the one
No
Chandler
yap
sent me is
clause, let's
showing
fly.
22 though. The one that Chandler it's only showing 22 here. But whatever. We'll just kind of speed run through it. Oh, fuck it. Let's get it.
Sure.
Strictly business, FaZe Clan, and
You got it.
complexity.
Okay, no, we're good.
Sensor, easy.
Yeah, Doug.
Yeah,
There's
Doug.
Doug. Yep, that is Doug. Doug Sensor
pat on
Martin.
pat on the fucking ball.
Splice,
That's gonna
Toronto
always-
Ultra, Minnesota Rockers.
Bans, easy,
Bans.
lock it in.
Bans, lock it
Oh my
in.
God.
Benjamin
so-
Bench. Yo, Pat, you're good at this.
Yeah, you know me.
FaZe Clan, 100 Thieves, the Los Angeles Gorillas.
Flasher.
Play
Our
on.
cities?
Oh,
Austin, that's Austin.
Slasher,
Austin.
slasher.
Wait.
I forget about his little stint.
Wait,
on
RC's
the
was
LAG.
RC's was
no,
on.
no,
that's an event
No,
win.
no,
Yeah,
RC's
that's
was
not a
on
stint.
Atlanta.
That's an event win.
RC's was Atlanta FaZe, not FaZe Clan. FaZe
That's
Clan.
awesome.
He's also never on 102.
I didn't think that mattered.
No,
No,
Austin,
last one was Atlanta FaZe, so like clearly
Guys,
it
it's
matters.
Austin.
It's
It's
Austin,
Austin.
bro. It's
It's
Austin.
No,
Austin.
there's no
It's
question.
Austin.
Bro,
It's Austin.
Alec was never on 102.
Oh,
What are we doing?
Slade, yo!
Oh,
Slay, how do you not
shit.
know
What the
yourself?
fuck?
Slay, how do you not know yourself,
No.
bro?
I wasn't really on 100 Thieves though, but all right.
Nah, yes you were, bro. There's literally a picture of
You had the jail
Not
jerseys,
the
man.
fucking jail jersey, dude.
But that's complicated though because there's two
There's
people
multiple
that have
answers.
been on this.
There's
Yeah.
multiple answers, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was never on FaZe Clan. I was on FaZe Red.
Yeah, but that
No.
was FaZe Clan.
Yeah, no, I was FaZe Red.
That's the main team, though. FaZe Red was the main team.
Yeah, it was.
Cheese.
All right, Slay. Let's keep it going. Genji, Minnesota Rocker, Boston Breach.
Major Maniac.
Yep.
Yeah, major.
That
Maniac.
That is
Man,
major.
Pat's
Maniac.
godlike at this.
You are godlike at this. What the hell? Yeah, you're so good. Orbit, Esport, E United, and Splice. So I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna put the chat to emo only as well. Pat, you're not reading
Accuracy.
chat, are you? Are you?
That one's
It's gotta
accuracy.
be Lamar, right?
Yeah, that one's accuracy.
Lamar
Yeah,
was
that's
on
one- that's
United.
one I
Makes
have.
sense.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
on United and
Lamar's on
IW.
When the
Really?
fuck was Lamar
Really?
in Orbit?
Super
IW.
early.
And then he was on Orbit and
He was on-
AW.
yeah, AW. Yeah.
All right, so
He
we're
was
all
with, like,
cool.
that was with Sudo in them.
wasn't yeah, that was happy. Yeah, I remember that.
Wait, when was Lamar on E United?
Very
IW.
early on the United.
IW
Super early.
PSX.
When?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
PSX,
like,
that's the
really
event you
early
won,
United,
Tom.
bro.
I know,
They
I won
dropped
that
him
shit.
Instantly when they picked up TGC. Like,
All right,
Yes.
Lamar. Boom, you're right.
Well, not
Accuracy.
TGC, but
Wow,
yeah,
that was a
playing.
shot. I didn't even know. I didn't know he played for those teams. Rise Nation, Team Envy, and Splice.
Looney.
Looney or Donnie?
Could be either.
Could be
Could be either, but it's
Could be
Looney or
either.
Donnie.
Looney. It's Looney. Good job.
Easy.
good base covering.
Team Caliber, Evil Geniuses, Los Angeles Gorillas.
Enable. No, never was on.
No, he didn't play for LAG. That was my. That was
Who was
mine
on
too.
TK and EG?
He was on LAG and TK.
KEG. This. You sure this is not Enable?
No, it's not Enable.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Is it-
App was on
was
TK.
Apathy on
App was on
LAG?
yeah,
TK.
JP
App was
guy
on
was
TK,
at-
I think.
Yeah, in
Yeah, he
Cold War.
was, Cold
Yeah,
War.
it's App. It's App.
It's Dunk. It's
Shout out
Dunk.
JP,
Shout out
bro.
JP. He gave us that one. JP in the chat.
Holy shit.
Coach for
App
Optic
wasn't on
Texas.
TK that long though.
Quantic Leverage, Team NV, Chicago Huntsmen. Scump.
Scump.
Oh, bro, this is so.
Scump, bruh.
Nah,
like
NV
4
for
people.
Scump is
Yeah,
crazy.
four
4
Quantic
people on
leverage,
the
we just-
LVG. Yeah.
Farico Impact, Optic Nation, Renegades. Embo?
Aggie.
Parasite?
I was on Renegades? Oh, I
I
was.
don't know.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Yeah,
Chris.
you were.
Pat, were
was
you?
it- was
Or
they called-
Chris, were you
There's
on
4
Renegades?
options, and
I don't think I
for
was on
Farico
Optic.
Impact.
I was never on
Parasite.
Optic Nation
Oh, it's the
either. This is
slots.
me. That's I was gonna say that's not me.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
you
we're
were on
trolling.
Optic though, were you not?
I was
Oh,
on no
Killer was
Optic.
on
no
We're
Optic.
trolling, bro. We're trolling.
Ah.
Yeah,
Ella.
Renegades. I was gonna say Renegades.
When was Kill on Renegade?
Rogue,
Was that
Ghost
after Dream
Gaming.
Team?
I have no idea.
We're Seattle
This
Surge.
is Pander.
Gaming
Gotta be Panda, right?
Oh my God, look at me go.
You know, Octane's lover.
Jesus.
Hey, that's funny, man.
Look at me go, bro.
Hey, CLG, Rise Nation, Florida Mutineers. Who was on CLG? 'Cause
Fellow? Is Fellow on
Fellow was on
Mutineers?
CLG. Fellow was on CLG.
Oh,
Was he on
fellow,
Mutineers?
fellow makes sense. Yeah, he was. Fellow
It
was
is.
on
It is Fellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fellow.
Fellow makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep,
He
was on
dollar
Mutineers
fellow.
last
I
year.
dropped raps on
CLG?
him. I dropped raps on him.
He was on CLG with like Zinni and BL Fire.
Sword Gaming,
Methods,
CLG,
lock it
Methods.
in.
Toronto.
Methods.
We just said his name.
Tony. Look at Tony. Look, fat bastard. Epsilon Esports, Millennium, Team Reciprocity. Dylan Cod?
Tommy, I
No,
think.
it's gotta
Tommy,
be
I think it's
Tommy.
I think it's
Tommy.
It's gotta
Tommy.
be
Yeah,
Tommy.
it's Tommy.
Tommy?
It's got to be Tommy.
Yep, you guys are right. Tommy, boom. A United, Rise Nation, Seattle Surge.
Arson? No.
No. No.
Isn't
No, I
isn't
didn't
it-
play for Rise.
Who the fuck is that? Gunless? Gunless.
Gunless.
Yeah.
Gunless.
Yeah.
Gunless. Gunless makes sense. Yep.
Gunless,
Big
bunless.
pay. Elevate, Luminosity Gaming, Toronto Ultra. Elevate, Toronto.
This is
Cammy?
Looney.
No,
I'm pretty sure this
Classic,
is
classic.
Looney.
Lock it in.
Oh,
Yeah, but,
classic.
but this is also Looney, no?
Lock it in. It's
Yeah, I think it might be
classic.
Nick. It might be
It's
No,
gotta
Nick.
be
Dan didn't
no,
play
nah,
for
class-
LG.
yeah.
Dan didn't play for
When did
LG.
Dan play for Toronto? Oh, wait, Dan was on Toronto.
Dan
In
played for
MW.
LG?
No, he didn't. We were on
Classic.
Rise.
Yeah,
Classic,
Nick was on
classic.
Elevate for a minute in AW.
So
It is
classic.
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 It is
It's definitely Nick.
I was
Yep.
on 2 of these teams with Nick. Let's go.
We got an advertisement. We got an. Oh, no.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. What is this? Stop,
I'm-
skip, ad. There we go. Team
That's
Fear,
insane.
Strictly Business, Luminosity Gaming.
Fear and
Moho.
LG?
No, Team
Saints, easy.
Fear.
Lock it in.
Saints?
Nada.
Saints,
Nato?
lock it in.
Oh, you're right.
And
you're
Pat's
right.
got the boomer
No,
teams down.
it was John.
It was,
It was
I was
John.
gonna say that could be
John.
John.
Wait,
When did
Damn.
Nato didn't
Both
play for
answers.
Team Fear?
Both
He didn't
answers.
play
That's,
for,
that's both answers. Both
but no,
of them.
did
them
Nato
both.
play for Team Fear?
Yes.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did?
At a point
Fear
in time,
Saints.
shortly. Yeah.
Damn,
I
that's
killed that
crazy.
gamer tag many times.
That's crazy. That's insane.
My bad. Nada's not even here to defend himself.
FaZe Clan, Unite Gaming, or Complexity?
That's me, probably.
Yeah.
Huh? Is it?
Is it?
Is there
It
multiple
could,
options for this?
that could be me. Like I was
Yeah, I
on
think
Phase Red.
Oh, it's
I
actually
was on
nameless or
Unite.
you. It's nameless
Oh yeah,
or
it was
Yeah, it
Ant.
could
I
also
couldn't
be
figure out
nameless
Ant
as
was
well.
if Ant was on
That's
Cole.
probably it.
It's me or Ant.
Nameless. It's nameless.
Yeah.
When was Ant on
Yeah.
Cole?
Me and Ant teamed
And
on all those
BO3.
teams. We teamed together. We teamed
Beginning
together
of-
for all 3 of those
He was on,
rosters.
he was on Cole and BO3.
It-
Yeah, he
that's
was.
also
I remember
that's
that.
also that's also Clay.
Denial.
This is Donnie. This
Denial,
one's Donnie.
Esports, Splice, and Paris.
Yeah,
This is Don
This one's
Dada.
Donnie.
That's Donnie.
Donnie Temp. Elevate, Evil Geniuses, Gen G.
That is
Nagafin.
Nagafin.
Naga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagafin, man. What a legend. What a fucking legend. FaZe Clan, Team Envy, Seattle Surge.
Didn't we just have this one?
No. Hook.
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 Yeah.
Hooky Duke. Yep. Hooky Dookie. Cloud9, Ghost Gaming, Midnight Esports. Cloud9, Ghost Gaming, Midnight Esports. Who's on
Llama
there?
God.
Llama.
Llama
Yeah,
God?
yeah. Llama.
What the fuck? Yo, y'all are different. Is
That's
it actually?
crazy.
It's Lacefield, Slay. You got to know that's your team.
Llama
That's
This
God.
is
That's
also
also
Llama.
Llama. That's also Llama.
You
good.
guys are nasty. FaZe Clan, Complexity, Midnight Esports.
That's me.
Whoa. I don't know if that's you, Chris.
That is me. I was on Midnight, and I was on Cole, and I was on FaZe.
He's gonna be the only person to be the.
I've been on like
Cole.
bro, I was on like every org. You could probably name like fucking 12 orgs.
Yeah,
and
stop
like,
roster hopping, man.
I was dropped, man. I was
Parasite, yeah, there he is. Damn, Parasite, you're everywhere, brother. You're everywhere. Damn, yo, we're fucking. Oh wait, no, I mean they.
We only missed what, one? We missed one, right?
We missed one of them,
Well,
or did we
yeah,
miss two? No, technically, I think we missed
it depends if you like miss one where it could be multiple people.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of like a 50-50
The only one I
situation.
didn't know was the app one.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a couple questions here coming in from the community. We'll
That took us 7 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's gonna
right.
be 40
He said-
minutes.
I asked him. He said 45 minutes, but there was more. There was usually a lot
Chandler
more.
thought he cooked. He's like, I'm gonna get him with this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Chandler.
Well, Chandler said there was 30 something, and there was only 22
I
right
would
there.
have added another fucking minute. Okay, so we're done at 8 minutes. Like,
Yeah. Thank you to everybody who's been joining the ZooMAFIA community on Twitter. We were able to get some pretty good questions here, so we'll go through them and see. I mean, there's also some pretty dog shit ones in here, to be fair to tell, but we'll answer some of the good ones. Thank you to everybody who came in and showed some love. Spooks, will the CDL ever get rid of franchising and have it go back to the CWL days? And if so, what will it take for it to happen? I hope so.
Probably not much at this point.
I don't know about the second part, but the first part I feel like has started. Refunding all the buyouts or buy-ins basically was a start of that.
Yeah. No, it seems like that's kind of where they're going with it. I think franchising might not be the issue, but like kind of just like the format and scheduling.
I think the
of it
formatting
all,
will change. I don't
right?
think franchising is gonna go away.
They could keep franchising, but if they can make like open brackets and do all kinds, like just make it feel like the old days and just kind of have your pro teams be the franchise teams, right? Like that's kind of how I see it.
Franchising is the like minimum stream requirement for all the teams. That was always the issue, right?
And
like,
the owners get angry that their teams aren't getting preferential treatment compared to the random ones.
Yeah.
But if they're all at a $0 buy-in,
What do you mean?
no big deal.
What do you mean my 11 through 12th are not on stream? What the?
What do you mean
exactly.
I'm paying $50K when that team's paying $300K and I don't get the same treatment?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of no BS.
Do we think there'll ever be more than a 2-gun meta going forward, or do you think it will always be 2? Much love to the show. I appreciate you, Ted. It
just depends on game to game.
Depends on a game. The find a 3-gun meta is so
It's
hard.
never going to be more than 2 ARs.
Nah, it's always gonna be 2, bro. People are literally so anti just like guns that can do it all.
the only way it doesn't. The only way that you get rid of that is if like Activision just takes more control over like the meta process and basically like finger on the thumb forces metas, like forces guns. That's the only way that we'd ever.
Well, or if the balancing actually makes sense for the games.
100%.
People also just want defined roles. Like in a hypothetical world,
There's even more defined roles in a 3-gun meta though.
No, but I'm talking about just AR and sub. That is what they want. In a world where like even a hypothetical world where everyone was running ARs, even if one was maybe like quote unquote faster, people would have a problem because they're not running subs.
Another reason World War II was godlike.
People want roll AR sub, and that is it. So probably not.
It just depends. The way that 3-gun metas like actually shape up when it isn't like enforced, like Ben's point, is when the AR is good at range and dog shit up close, and the sub is good up close and dog shit at range.
Yeah.
That's the only times that it can force a 3-gun
And
meta.
I agree with Chris too.
What
that
game
people,
is that, Sam?
The
Here he goes.
Black
really
Ops,
familiar.
Black Ops 4 next Defiant. Yeah, man.
Now,
yeah.
Pat says he wants marksman rifles, that 2-bullet.
I don't know. I was getting hacked on the day, Pat. Figured it out.
Marksman rifles don't 2-bullet. Run a Phantom, and they won't 2-bullet you.
They 1-bullet actually.
Bro,
for the
people
head.
have figured out
Run a
Phantoms,
Phantom,
man. They're
bro.
just perma Phantom in every game, 8 of them.
No, that's in pubs though. That won't be in like ranked play.
I do agree with Chris though. Like I feel like the middle guns are just always gonna get GA these days now. Like if you look back on it, like it's just OP. It's just to do it all.
They would have GA'd the Maddox, bro. These kids these days, man. They
Bro,
would've
but
GA'd that shit.
I also feel like burst ARs have to come back. Like no bullshit. And that obviously is pretty reliant on them being balanced by devs. But like, I mean, if you look at BO2, like burst ARs leave room for metas or for different guns to happen because burst ARs are also a skill gap, right? Like it's a lot harder to use a burst AR than it is to use an auto AR. And I feel like when
balanced.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But like when
There's less room for error.
Yeah. So like I think that's also what adds to that, like that middle gun coming in.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Villains of COD Mount Rushmore. Who are the four?
Well, a person doesn't get 2 questions.
It's
If you're
okay, Ben.
edgy-
It's a good question, Ben. We get a
Okay,
lot of
okay,
shit.
well,
I
let's
thought it was a
roll,
good
okay.
question. I mean, who cares,
Okay.
bro? I don't care as long as people are asking good questions that we can talk about. Bro, you scroll down and there's one is Ben a fucking does Ben get ass and it's a poll, yes or no. You want me to read that one?
More on fucking question. Move
You know
on.
what I mean? It's just I thought the top 4 were good.
You
and-
voted no in that poll.
And we can also save some questions for other shows. Villains of COD Mount Rushmore. Who are the 4 goats of being villains? In quotes. I thought that's a good question. Who's the Mount Rushmore of villains in the COD scene? Definitely Pat. Porter. Probably Draza.
Zach at this point.
Scrappy's not a villain. Stop
Zach,
with this.
nah.
Stop.
Scrap's
Stop.
not a villain, bro.
He's not a villain, man. Scrappy's not a villain.
I'd say me if you look at it a certain way. I was
I
always
can see
fucking hated.
I can see Parasite a little bit. I can see it a
People
little bit.
hated me, bro.
I definitely think with Pat, Draza, and Porter, that's definitely the 3, right? And then I don't know who the 4th would be. I'm stuck in the
I'm gonna
4th.
chat said Austin. I think Austin
Austin's
and
not a
Arcs
villain.
were his kind of, but I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say Sloss either because Sloss was loved by many.
Yeah, people loved fucking Killer.
Yeah, it might be you, Parasite. It might be. Might be Duarte.
Someone said Clay, but Clay's also like way too liked. That's what
Nah,
I'm
Clay's
saying.
too liked. He's too liked,
Yeah.
bro. He's too liked.
Dude, honestly,
Somebody
it was
said
any-
Dave Patty. You got a
bro,
point.
bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, you could even make an argument that that Crim shouldn't even be on there, bro, because of the dynasty. Like, everyone fucking loved Crim. Like, if anything, bro, it might just be me and you, bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Krim also is on there for like just how. Krim also
Nah,
did
Draza's
Rogan
up there.
interviews
Draz-
and,
Well, yeah,
like, cut promos.
Draza's a good villain, bro. He don't
Draws
kinda have, like, a-
Draws is the new age.
Chat
cat,
saying
bro.
Kenny because the chat's optic fans.
Prim was a villain for like
That's
1
insane.
year on New
Bro,
York.
one guy
That's
keeps
saying
spamming
Kenny.
Mr. X, bro. This one guy
Porter's
keeps
a-
spamming Mr. X.
Porter was good at the. There's a wrestling term, but Porter's good at shoots, and that's why he's a villain. Like he's just good at playing the heel in these interviews and other
But
shit.
when
good
did he
at- he's
play
good
a
at
heel though?
promos.
That's what I'm asking.
Especially on that fucking New York situation, bro. He
Bro,
was-
if
Yeah,
Tom-
that's what I'm
if-
saying. Like 1 year at the end of his career.
you
but
guys,
Bro,
were,
if
you guys
Tom
were also
was
pretty
not-
heely in Ghosts, though.
if
Like
Tom
you guys
was-
were between
if
some
Tom
Porter
was
crazy
not
really
shit.
wasn't though.
I was gonna say if Tom wasn't as fucking Corpa, like he could have been actually a good fucking villain,
Tom.
bro.
Corpa? What does that mean?
It's like corporate, like
Corporate.
type person where it's like you were always like, you know.
My bad, Tom.
No,
You're looking after
yourself.
I'm
Media trainer,
not
man.
gonna lie. I was super like any interview you go watch me. I was super like calm, like super professional. Like I was
Yeah,
very straight by the
yeah.
book. But
Well,
that's
but
also
you
because
could've-
I
you
was
could've
raised
been a
like that.
good
But I
villain.
was also
Yeah.
raised by Ben J and Hastro and some of the people I Fate. Like I had my temporary rogueness in the league, bro. That was when I was what, Ben, like 18, 19. I had my rogueness.
Yeah, you had some crazy stuff that you used to fucking tweet.
I used to get Hastro literally sat me down and said, "Brother, like you're a professional now. Like you're not gonna last long in this league at all if you keep talking the way you're like you need to like."
You could make an argument for Austin in a way too, like the way his career has been. Like he's always been that whole like against the grain, like optic, like against like optic type of person too.
Yeah, I guess. I think we got a few answers in there. And then we have Vegas seem to have a buff whenever the MCW is 4 bullets to kill. Do you think that 1 bullet difference is the make or break of
No,
some
bro.
teams?
No.
You think you killing in 1 bullet faster makes Vegas a good team?
Well, I think teams that have more.
I agree with him.
Well, what about teams that have more are more AR heavy? You don't think it helps those teams a little bit?
No. Because everyone gets the same buff, bro. You don't
We're
turn
overthinking.
dog
You
shit
just,
because
they
your
just make the
gun
game.
kills faster.
The game's just more RNG, bro. That's all this is right now.
Then people hate Vegas. They can't let Vegas win
No,
2
people
series,
trying to
bro. They
NHS
can't.
describe
Hey,
it
Vegas
as-
Yo,
have
they're
been
playing
playing
on
good,
Virginia
bro.
and MCW
No,
kills
they
before.
won't
Down
give
with the
Vegas
Vegas
credit.
Philly.
They
Yo,
literally
their
won't
sub-
give them credit, bro. I don't
Yo,
know
their
why.
sub player because they beat Optic. Their sub players playing well. Yeah, the
Oh
MCW
my
buff must have been
God.
crazy for Vegas.
Oh,
like
for
what?
Virginia server.
Virginia MCWs. I can't stand them.
Like I don't know. Let's keep it fucking going. Like
It's just because they beat Optic, bro. That's all it is.
Alrighty,
Holy
Ben J,
fuck.
hit the putt. Put us out of here, Ben. Let's do this shit. Let's go, Ben.
Yo, the
Turn the
series
lights
tomorrow
off.
are
I don't
actually
really
my
I don't
ass.
really
Yeah,
forward the
listen,
putt
we're gonna
already.
have to figure out something to do for tomorrow's show, bro.
I deadass might not watch party, bro. I actually might play us to find tomorrow.
Bro, the problem is I want to go to a golf tournament, and that shit might also be over because Scotty Scheffler's fucking leading.
Oh, Jesus
Like I can't escape like hey, go putt, man.
Bro, this guy's
Scotty
speaking
Scheffler.
of foreign language, bro. Like
Fuck
what?
off.
We don't know him, bro.
Go
Like,
hit a putt.
Scotty, who? Like, brother, I am not on the green.
Scotty
I'm
Scheffler.
on my gaming chair.
It's like I I ain't sticking around the golf course if Scotty's up after 9 holes like throwing shots.
yo,
Like,
Tom,
My bad, Scotty, bro. Like,
Tom.
Yeah.
This I heard there's an RP server coming out.
There is an RP
about
server,
that?
Prestige RP, July 11th. Join the Discord. I tweeted it out. If you guys want to get whitelisted, it's going to be the best server, the best GTRP
already
server you ever
whitelisted.
seen. I'm teaming up with Exposed and Big Red
I
and
hear
Z
Kismet's on
Carbone. And Benjay sinks the pot.
We know, bro.
I might have to
Nice
make my
and
return,
easy.
Tom.
Slayer, you making your return into the GTA server or what?
I might have to.
Oh,
Can you
shit.
give me a little cash to start out with? You know what I mean?
Pat, listen, I'll see what I could do, but you got to come talk
right.
to me. You got to come talk to me. You know what I mean? And I'll see what I could do, you know? But no,
Give me a nice little Lambo and a million in the account to
I'll
get
see
going.
what I could do, man. One thing we do want to we want to make sure it's not like there's no bias towards anyone, no pay to play type shit. You know what I mean? Like we want the server to be like grindable. Like people have to grind it to get cool shit. But Slay, I'm the boss. You know what I mean?
I'm still the best
Tom-
hacker
Tom,
in the city, Tom. Just know
Someone,
that.
Are
someone
you?
chat asked, like, is Boss Strong going to be there? I think you guys should wait for the trailer. I think it's
Yeah, wait for the
nice
trailer.
answer
Yeah, we
there.
got a trailer coming out as well, so stay tuned for that. But I mean, for those of you that don't know Exposed is actually heavily into the Call of Duty scene. A while back, him and Big Red playing some late night wagers,
Oh,
raging
this
at
is,
each
like,
other.
Insane.
Holy
wagers.
shit! He's
You see
spitting on his
original guy who
webcam and
spit on
shit.
people,
Yeah, he used
Spitting on his
to spit
webcam.
on his webcam and shit. I mean, if you're real OGs, you guys know who Exposed is, and we've been talking and. Exposed. He's been on Kick now, and he's been doing the gambling stuff and doing all his thing, bro. And he's been going crazy over there. Motherfuckers gambling with he's gambling with Dana White and shit, and fucking. He's living over there. He just really wanted to have a really good server, like a GTA server, because a lot of them just die out and people just stop caring about them. So me and him talked, and we figured that we love it. We love the GTA stuff, and we'll obviously get updates for it and stuff like that. So.
Pat, isn't one of your memes that you throw up on the flank, like for your camera, like Exposed, and fucking like Nick Merckx like sleep or some shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, this
Is that
one?
him? I swear that's him.
Oh, is that Exposed?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Maybe
It's right
it
here.
might
They
be,
were
it
at
might be.
UFC something.
Chat, we will also talk about the Black Ops 6 reveal.
That
as
is
well.
him. That is Exposed.
Yeah.
That's him on the
that is
right.
Exposed. Yeah, from the UFC fight. We will talk about the Black Ops 6 stuff, chat, once that reveal is out.
Yeah, so apparently there's a Black Ops 6 reveal tomorrow. Can't talk about that now, but we'll obviously see what happens tomorrow. We'll probably talk about it on the flank tomorrow, give our thoughts, and get
Is it
right
the
back to it.
cinematic trailer?
I'm begging
it's
it's
probably the
gameplay, but
campaign
it's
one.
probably going to be a campaign,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like you'll get small bits and pieces of gameplay, and then they'll probably announce COD Next, and they'll probably announce
Release
beta
date.
dates,
Yeah.
beta dates, release dates. That's probably what they'll announce.
Yeah, but all right, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. I hope you guys all enjoyed the show. We'll be back tomorrow, another watch party, another episode. We got some real bangers tomorrow, so we'll see how they go, and we'll do the best we can to switch things up, maybe get a little creative and have some fun on here. This is why we could just regroup and keep it pushing, keep the
Another
gas
bracket.
pedal down. Yeah, maybe Chandler or somebody can whip something up, or if any of you guys have any ideas, drop them in the comments down below. Drop them in the comment section. We're free to do anything. And
Let's
of
play
course,
Twister naked.
oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm. Jesus, Chris, what the fuck, man? Chris, what the hell? What's wrong with this guy? Go to anchor.fm/theflank. Check out all the other sites that we're on. Go follow @theflank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials. ZOOMAA.gg for the merch. As always, guys, take care. Brush your hair. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy.
Scott.